Hi everyone, it's so nice to be here today, and a lot of good things have happened in the Pacific Northwest as far as I can tell. You know, some things I do complain about. Hell, you know what? When I tell somebody something, they should fucking goddamn get with it because I'm fucking sick of it. And I'm sick of it because the Holy Father's sick of it, and even Satan wants things to be nice, and if they are nice, it gets nice. You know, I don't know how I'm not supposed to fucking roll my eyes at people when they act out in such a fucking manner around me, you know, to be honest with you. And I'm sitting here listening to music today. I've moved into this hotel room. This is the room I stay at here in the Rama, 130-13 for the Zodiac. You know, I fucking know all about the Zodiac and how they do their numbering and all this bullshit. And I've had to learn this through what the fuck is going on around me, you know. And the truth is even Satan is now out of business. Their time was up. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why my family was what they were. And if you look here, you see, how would you like to face me, the hijacked son? You know, I'm D.B. Cooper's real son. I'm hijacked. I was hijacked when I was a little kid. Before I was 13 years old, 14 years old, when they murdered Terry Lance Shortridge in front of me. Oh, and by the way, State Patrol Officer Rhonda Reynolds was with me prior to her death over James L. Rowland. Oh, Jerry L. Wright knew James L. Rowland. At the end of this whole thing, Jerry and Rowland was kind of, what the fuck's going on? Mr. Rowland's my attorney, but Jerry's fucking telling me he knows Rowland and what the fuck's going on with this fucking three-ring circus that was going on around me. You know, I can't help it. I feel that the public's wide open to me, you know. When I walk into a police station, I don't like to be told at the police station that I'm unwelcome there. Well, fuck. What the fuck do you mean I'm not welcomed at the fucking police station? I've got fucking wanted posters all over the United States of America with my face on it. I've got shirts, and somebody's been collecting money from that. Law officers and agencies that leak these here photos and stuff, hey, why don't you fess up to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Because that obviously is the problem. Nobody wants to fess up to the truth. Hey, I deserve the reward money. George L. Wright told me, hey, when you find out and you get the reward money, share and share alike. He wanted me to share with these here family members that had to comply or die. But the fact is they're fucking lunatics to begin with. Jerry Wright, he thinks everything's just goddamn funny. What do they call him? Well, they call him the propeller. My ex-wife Kathy started calling him that. So she goddamn knew about the hijacking and stuff. Well, my brother Jim, he got married on the anniversary of the hijacking. I mean, all of these people have been living the lifestyle of a celebrity. You know, like Donald Trump and his goddamn thing. He's a celebrity because he's rich. He's the poorest motherfucking president I've ever goddamn seen. And by the way, John T. Wright and Donald J. Trump, you fucking look at this A through Z, 1 through 26, 1 through 26. We're on a parallel there. And the Susan Jane Donahoe and all this activity down in 2014. Susan Jane Donahoe does not need to be in Washougal, Washington. And you know what? If they want her to stay in that little fucking park down there in the middle of Camas where the old bowling alley was, where it was burnt down and everything, more power to you. At least we know where the fucking riffraff stays. We shouldn't have to have burning fires over there along Steamboat Landing. You know, they're the only fucking people that's allowed to do it. And this bitch has done something personally to me. And I put it in my videos a long time ago. Matter of fact, this Susan Jane Donahoe, when she faced me in the beginning and stuff, and I started talking to her about this, we got to keep this here secret. No, we don't, Susan. We don't keep nothing fucking secret. I told you then and I'll tell you that now. You're not goddamn welcome near me nor around me. And if any law enforcement officer in fucking Camas allows such activity, hey, I'm just going to look at you and frown. And Eve, Satan, and the Holy Father and stuff does the rest. I don't have to do one fucking thing anymore. Not one goddamn fucking thing. I'm nice to the community. I go out. I meet people. I give them free cars. I took a whole pizza box out of cars. A whole pizza box. And by the way, people just love the cars and stuff that they get from me because I try to pick out nice cars to begin with. So I hope it comes out, you know. Look at this, a silver car. Look at that. Oh, and by the way, I went past the bank and stuff, and everybody seems to be all right and stuff like that. I seen the radiant one. You know, God Almighty had used that woman and me both. And I don't know how she personally feels, but I know that when I look at her and stuff, she kind of, you know, there's a, you know, we're both modest. I know that we're both modest too. But anyway, you know, my name's John T. Wright. I just try to do the best every fucking day. It's Joshua inside the cup. It's Joshua outside the cup. Hey, you know what? And by the way, any of that fucking money that would be received from the, you know, the cases, the D.B. Cooper, the Zodiac, even JFK, because it's all goddamn related to the Zodiac. The fucking whole Republican Party's been plotting against the United States for all this goddamn time. And there's some good people and there's fucked up people like Donald Trump and his organization of fucking weirdos that does text messaging to each other. You fucking text message me into a trap. Hey, you know what? That's exactly what I was being done down here. Being text messaged and stuff. And I'll tell you what, I threw a phone out the window on Friday the 13th of last year when Susan Jane Donahoe contacted me prior to all the events that was happening on then. You couldn't tell me that Susan Jane Donahoe was not involved with what was going on the Friday the 13th doing satanic activity in this town. And by the way, the law enforcement community had me inside that house at 10077 7th Street. I'm sure this is very embarrassing to Chuck down there at the Camas Law Enforcement Center to have John T. Wright stand right before you. Maybe Chuck was the one that put the handcuffs on me down there at that Camas house. You know, because he was a bald, you know, officer and stuff. Maybe Chuck did it himself. Chuck doesn't like me down at the Camas police station to walk in and talk about whatever I need to. Well, I'll tell you what, Norjack's an FBI fucking case file. And if I come to your law enforcement officers' residence where they work, well, I call that the Camas resident office, that door's open to the fucking public. And I am allowed to walk through that door, you know. This guy can apologize to me, I'm sure he should, but I'm sure that his own pride wouldn't allow him to do it. But nevertheless, I like to look past that. He looked great without a uniform on, by the way. I like to think all the law enforcement officers are trying to do what's great and the best for your community. So when you see me out around Camas and Washougal, you won't ever catch me doing something wrong. And I even asked Mr. Chuck, if you catch me doing something wrong, why don't you personally come and see me? And that's what I tell everybody. And anybody that has a fucking grievance against me, why don't you just stop by the Camas office, have a law enforcement officer bring you to me, because usually they know where the fuck I'm at. And by the way, where I was at yesterday was over there by that paper mill last night, about 11 o'clock last night, picking up all that confetti that was thrown out on that corner, blown around all over the place. So if the law enforcement community wondered how that disappeared, I'm sure that people see me from that apartment building that sees my motorhome there by the U.S. Bank, pick up all those pieces of paper. There's probably 100 or more piece of paper scattered out throughout that intersection, the yellow pieces of crap. So what? I go out there with my yellow vest on, white hat, after the traffic's all stopped, it's calmed down, I make it disappear. I make shit disappear in Camas and Washougal behind your people's backs because it puts people in a fucking nightmare when they're coming to town. They get stumbling blocks. Oh my God, there's tires, there's crap, there's all this shit out. It's just like these bad fucking neighbors that leave crap out and stuff all over in front of their fucking houses like it's the nightmare on fucking Elm Street. Clean up your fucking houses, inside and outside. It's Yahshua inside, it's Yahshua outside. You following fucking Jesus has caused you people to fucking lower your fucking standards lower than God will fucking allow. Adam and Eve Eve came from Adam. Women, you're out of the equation. And by the way, you're from the left side. You belong in the left-hand side of the fucking bathroom. And men, you deserve to be on the right-hand side of the bathroom because Adam didn't die for your sins. That fucking bitch Eve has to fucking burn for your sins. And by the way, she's in the top layer, and everybody down below burns harder than her. She don't even burn. And when I'm asleep, she's supposed to come out at night and kill fucking people and do shit that I hate. But I tried to pull everything back because I don't want people to fucking suffer. I believe they've suffered long and fucking enough. I'd like to have the new you. It's just like me. You gotta lose everything. Like in my videos, you have to lose everything before you fucking find it. So maybe God will just smash the fucking earth all around me, which I understand that. You know, I've been told that the world will just be fucking restructured around me, and people are going to pay, and they're going to be moving to Yahshua instead of Jesus. They're just going to abandon that Jesus freak shit. So, and there you go. Hey, I'm working out in the Pacific Northwest. I'm listening to music. I mean, this is what I'm listening to now. So, here I am in my place, getting ready to play lottery, doing what's best. Oh, and I stopped by the police department yesterday and I had a conversation with them. I was happy, in a good mood. And Chuck says, hey, I know you, you know, and he's trying to shoo me out like he don't want me there. And I'm showing him lottery tickets. And I'll show you it right here.
If you have to ask why,
It's real easy to pick, for me to pick lottery tickets.
here's your answer.
Because early is easy with a...
Fuck that, I hate commercials. Commercials make people fucking pissed off, and it should be a commercial-free fucking life. We shouldn't have to have shit bombarded. When we want something, there should be a place that has categories that you can go look for your fucking products, and that's it. I goddamn don't care. But I will tell you the truth in the way. It's Yahshua inside the cup, it's Yahshua outside the cup. I got my lottery thing around here someplace, but where is it? I've showed it. You've seen it on the last segment. You know, I'm getting ready to, oh, there it is, right there. And I never lie. I always have the truth. I always show up with the fucking evidence. And it's like my life stories and stuff is on YouTube because fuck, the first thing they did was broke in my house when they found out I had a goddamn diary. Then they stole all of our pictures, me and my dad's pictures of my dad, and I put it together in a collage with the other family members. I just cut them out and put them together. They stole all my fucking pictures. They stole my dad's personal knives he gave me, and those was the ones that they killed with. Matthew Thomas Wright took the knives out of the house, and he said he gave them to Alicio. And he finally confessed that he was the one that took him out of the house. Why would you take my fucking knives that my dad gave me? You know, and Matthew Wright, he wasn't even my son, come to find out. And you have a nice day, everyone. My family members, I'm done with them. I don't have no family. My friends are my family. And my family is only my friends. And if I don't love you, I fucking hate you. So you gotta fucking understand it. It's fucking love or it's fucking hate. Get the new V, inside and out. Yahshua's inside the cup, Yahshua's outside the cup. If I fucking hate you, the Holy Father's gonna fucking hate you too. Because he hates you and it's just a reflection of what you goddamn are. And have a nice day. If you don't like the way I have my attitude, I'm sorry. I do the best I can for us every fucking day. And law enforcement community and Wash U, well, I take my hats off to you. You're decent. Over there in Camas, I think you're fucking hiding the fact that you guys put handcuffs on me in 2014 and you don't want to fess up to the truth, just like no one wants to pay for the Zodiac Killer's fucking reward money or the Zodiac Killers. And you sent it to the Radiant one down there at the U.S. Bank, and that woman right there will deal with all of my financing because you know what? The Holy Father sent me right there to that woman at that bank. And I think my assets and stuff's supposed to go there. And that's the honest truth. And when I build a bowling alley, if I can build a bowling alley. When I win a lottery, if I can win a lottery. If I gold mining and find more gold than it takes to fucking build a bowling alley, I'll have a fucking bowling alley. But I won't allow trash like these goddamn low-life son of a bitches like Susan Jane Donahoe and her herd that fucking roams together. Because why? I fucking couldn't trust them. After everything that goddamn happened to me, how dare anybody ever put me in that situation again? And the Holy Father, Satan, and Eve is all watching. All I could say is beware of things that happen that go bump in the night, because if you get hit in the head with something that's flying because of a windstorm or something came up, or the fucking weather came up and fucking ripped your fucking door handle off your motorhome like it did mine, beware. Because the Holy Father, Satan, and Eve all works together. And trick or treat or truth or dare, it's up to you. And it's like Moses was telling everyone, you know, you keep daring God to do stuff, and guess what? It's gonna fucking happen. It's rock and roll around the world from what I see, and there's a lot of earthquakes and stuff, and you can kiss my ass if you don't love the Holy Father in heaven. Yahshua is Lord, and Jesus Christ is nothing more than a fucking representation of a cult. And you have a nice day. And I'm Adam this time around, and in 4024 on 10/17/4024, Yahshua will return, and he won't be blowing smoke up anyone's ass. And have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye.